Let's go into the power of losing. I lost. If you guys didn't know, maybe you missed an episode. I was in a tournament, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament. First time I've done that in a long time in any type of competition where it's just solely myself. So there's no one to blame but me. That's why I like it, and I lost. So I genuinely lost because I was not conditioned. I didn't have as much experience. Anything I could tell myself to make myself feel better, but at the same time, I did lose. Now, I always say losing is great. So sometimes I would rather lose than win. I don't want to keep losing, right? Then there's a problem. But losing helps me learn so much more about what it is I need to work on. What it is I need to become better at. What it is I need to be stricter with. What do I need to do in order to succeed? And when you lose, it's very hard. Right? It's hard. As much as you don't want to say it, or some people are like, oh man, no, it sucks. It sucks to lose. It sucks to lose something. It sucks to lose to someone. It sucks to lose anything. And then there's that period of like just a bunch of phases of denial and anger. Maybe I'm just going through depression. Maybe I'm just going through phases. Maybe. And at some point, it helps you redirect the pattern of where you want to go. And I always like to relate things to dieting. I always want to relate things to fitness because it really is a mind game, right? It's a mind game because there's so many times that you hit plateaus. There's so many times that you hit, like, you're doing everything you can, right? And it's just not working, right? And it's like you're losing. It feels like you're losing. It feels like you're at a loss. But there's got to be a piece of you that says, I have to change something up because there's something here that I'm doing, whether I'm not eating enough or I'm eating too much or I'm doing something extra. There's something there that is causing you to not reach the goal that you're trying to reach. And sometimes we lie to ourselves. Sometimes we're like, oh no, but I didn't do this and do that. But I could have, because I couldn't do it because I had this thing, and I couldn't do it because of this thing. That's me talking about like, oh, I couldn't go train because I had to watch the kids, and I couldn't go here, and I couldn't work out at nighttime because the gym's being taken up. But I could have did something. I could have did something to get my conditioning higher. I have kettlebells at home. I don't need a full gym to get my conditioning up. That's bullshit. That's an excuse, right? And we all do it. We all do it with everything we do. Everything we do, especially when we're not reaching something, there's 1,000 excuses that's going to pop up. But that's where we have to find out what are those excuses and what's the answer to those excuses? What's the answer to that? And that becomes, you have to make that become your normal. If I'm missing my conditioning because I wasn't doing any conditioning, well, then I have to install a conditioning program into whatever is extra that I'm doing. Right? Or how does that fit into my regimen of getting ready for the next tournament or the next competition? We got to take the habits that we performed last time, and then it just didn't work. So how do we adjust those habits? Right? It's not like you did anything wrong. You didn't know. You didn't know what you were doing. You didn't know that it would cause this result. And then there's times where you do everything you can, everything correctly, right? I feel like you did everything right, according to your eye, and you still didn't reach it. Well, then there's still something else that you have to work on. There's still something else that you have to improve on, because obviously the end result is not what you wanted. And for me, the end result is not what I wanted. I want to stand in the middle of that podium. That's where I want it to be, right? So for me to stand there, I have a lot of holes that I have to fill in. And that goes with anyone here that usually listens about weight loss or fat loss, is there's holes in your system, right? You might have the proper program, you might have the proper nutrition, but there's a hole there. What are you doing that may be extra, that may be hindering the progress of what it is you're trying to reach? It's there. Sometimes we just want to be blind to it because other things become more important than the goal itself. Right? So for me, I wanted to train 7 days a week, but I'm not going to because I have my kids. And listen, if I was selfish and I didn't care, then I would take them every single day. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to make her sit there for 2 hours every single day. You know, that's not fair. So that's but that's a hole for me, right? So now how do I manage that in order to get more mat time? I don't know, because now I have to go into my morals versus what I know I have to do. But there could be another one. I can go at nighttime, right? But now if I go at nighttime, I'm going to lose out on sleep. So you know what I mean? Like, there's different things, but we can't say it can't be done. It's just very difficult. And it may go against what it is your other beliefs are. So until that day, and hopefully I could find a way to make it work better. Maybe I can't get mat time, but it doesn't mean I can't do some conditioning in the bedroom, right? I can't do some conditioning outside on the porch. I could do something, right? And that's kind of where it lies. It's a little bit of extra work and finding a way around your life's patterns in order to find success. Because we know we're losing. You know you're doing something wrong, right? So what are the things that you're doing wrong? What are the things that you're doing? I don't want to say wrong. What are the things that you're not doing? No, don't say wrong, right? What are the things you're not doing in order to successfully succeed? I don't know. You tell me. Maybe sit down. Maybe pause this podcast for a second and think about it. Or fucking message me. You know, maybe list some things out. I'll go over it with you. Like, I'm here. Like, I can talk to you. I don't have friends. Like, I'm fucking here. If you want to come talk to me, I'm fucking here.